Hello class 6. Today I am going to start with another new chapter from your English Rapid, and in this time I am going to start with chapter number 4, and the name of the chapter is Uncle Tom and Aunt Chloe. So what we have noticed in the previous videos, we noticed that Mr. Shelby, who was a very kind-hearted man, he did not like to sell any of his slaves, but he was bound to slave Uncle Tom as well little Harry. So at first Mrs. Shelby, who was also a very generous lady, she did not know about this fact, but when she heard about the fact, so she refused to help her husband. And at the last we also saw that Eliza, who was also a slave of Mr. Shelby, and she was also the mother of little Harry, who was about to sell. So she heard the conversation between Mr. and Mrs. Shelby, and she came to know that his only son was about to sell. So on a night, she just escaped from the place, and at first she decided to escape from the place, and at the first she went to visit Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom was regarded as a very gentleman, and though he was a slave, but he was very good, but he was loved and respected by his masters also, and he was loved and respected by not only by his masters but also by the other people, and his nature was very he was very meek and mild kind of type person, but he was very brave, and also he was a person who always helped the others. And now we are going to see that what happened to Uncle Tom, because we know that Uncle Tom was, though he was the best servant, that is best slave of Mr. Shelby, though Mr. Shelby actually was selling Uncle Tom to any other person. So now we are going to see that what happened to Uncle Tom. Okay. So we are going to start with the chapter number 4, and the name of the chapter, as you know, that it is Uncle Tom and Aunt Chloe. Uncle Tom's cabin was a small log building adjacent to the house, as the Negroes normally called their master's home. So at the first I would like to say that please take out the book and turn to page number 25. There you will get this chapter. So Uncle Tom's cabin. So as we know that in the last chapter we came to know that Eliza Eliza went to Uncle Tom's cabin, and Uncle Tom's cabin was a small one, and it was adjacent, means it's very nearby to the house of their master. Okay. It had a small garden which bore beautiful flowers, fruits and vegetables throughout the year. The front of the cabin was completely covered with flowering creepers, and not a log could be seen. So you can see that it is the place of Uncle Tom was very, it's filled up by, it was filled up by the beautiful blessings of nature. That means he had a small garden, and in his garden beautiful flowers were there, lots of vegetables were there, and not only in a particular time, but also throughout the year these all could be seen. These all flowers and vegetables could be seen. The front of the cabin, that means the front of the cabin of Uncle Tom, it was covered by the creepers. Creepers means, you can understand, the creepers means a plant that grows up trees or walls or the ground or something like that. Okay. So these creepers were at the front of the cabin of Uncle Tom, and not a single place was to be seen. That means all places were covered with green and green, and all flowers were there, fruits were there, vegetables were there in the garden. So it was a lovely looking beautiful place. Okay. That evening, Aunt Chloe, Tom's wife, who was known as the best cook in the whole neighborhood, was baking cakes of various sizes. So it was the time of the evening, and that evening Aunt Chloe, who was Aunt Chloe? Aunt Chloe was the wife of Tom, Uncle Tom. Okay. And what was most interesting thing in Aunt Chloe was that she was the best cook in the whole neighborhood. Okay. She cooked very nicely. She cooked very nicely. So, and that moment, on that evening, she was baking different kinds of different sizes of cakes. Okay. She had a round, black, shining face, and her whole appearance was cheerful and kind. So her face was very lovely. That means though she was a slave, though she was a nigger, but she had a very lovely face, and her face was very shining all the time, and her appearance was very charming. She was very cheerful, she was very happy and very kind too. Mr. Shelby's 13 years old son George had come to supper and was busy teaching Uncle Tom to write the alphabet. So you can understand that that means Mr. Shelby's son, who was only 13 years old, his name was George. George came to visit Uncle Tom, and Uncle Tom was taught by that little George. Okay, that little boy was actually, you can say that, playing with Uncle Tom. So it's not a general common relationship between the white and the black people. It is totally different thing. Uncle Tom was loved by all the people, and he was loved by the children as well. So here we can see that the little one, the little master, the master's son. So we can say that George was also the little master. So he came to that means Uncle Tom's home, and he was playing with Uncle Tom. Okay. Now, and his name was George, and why he had come that place? He had come to get a supper. Supper means, the last meal of the day. The last meal of the day is called the supper. That means the fourth time when we are having after the dinner. Dinner means not at what we are eating at the night. Dinner means evening snacks and something like that. And after that means when we are getting the meal at night, that is called supper. So he came to have the supper. Okay, that means George came to Aunt Chloe's or Uncle Tom's place to have the supper. As you know that Aunt Chloe was the best cook in the neighborhood. Tom, Mr. Shelby's best worker, was large and powerfully made with strong African features. So now we are going to learn that how was Tom. Tom, who was the best worker of Mr. Shelby, he was very large and very powerful. His appearance was very powerful. Okay, and he had all features of a strong African man. He looked kind and gentle with an air of dignity and simplicity. Though he looked very, that means huge, and you can say very powerful, but he had a charm, and he had a very, a very lovely feature. Okay, and more, he was very kind and gentle, and because of that two features, because of the two virtues, what he had, his appearance was very charming also, and he had the dignity and very simplicity in his nature. Okay. In one corner of the main room stood a bed covered with a snow white bedspread. Bedspread means bed cover. In one corner in that room there was a bed, and it was the bed was covered by a bed cover, and the bed cover had the print of Snow White. Snow White, you know that Snow White is a character. It's a what to say, fictitious character, and it's a fairy tale character, you can say also. And a large piece of carpet was also there. This portion of the house was treated as the drawing room. So that portion of the house was regarded as the drawing room. So what we are doing in drawing room, you know that we are sitting there, we are gossiping with our family members and everyone. Okay, we watch TVs and everything nowadays. So that place was regarded as the drawing room of them. In the other corner was another bed which was generally used, and in the other corner there was also a bed, and it was used generally. Okay. The wall above the fireplace had some colorful pictures from the Bible and a portrait of General Washington. So the place where we can see a fireplace, and above the fireplace means, you know, where the fire can be lit. So that place, at the above that place, there were lots of pictures, and pictures of the Bible. Okay, pictures of from the Bible, and also there was a picture of General Washington. So who was General Washington means here the first president of India, first president of USA. He was called the General Washington. Okay. Now his portrait was also there. So at the first we know that the first president of USA means that person who had the room, that person had the love towards his mother country. Okay, and also there were the pictures of Bible. That means he was a pious man. That means Tom was a pious man. He had the faith and belief upon the God. Okay. On a bench in a corner sat Uncle Tom's two sons, Pete and Mose. So Uncle Tom has two sons, and their name were Pete and Mose. On a corner, Uncle Tom has their son, and they were standing over there, watching their baby sister trying to work. Okay, so that two boys were watching their baby sister. So Uncle Tom has a sister, has a daughter also, and the girl was trying to work, but she could not able to. So she fell down. So that was viewed by the two sons of Uncle Tom. They broke into laughter every time she lost her balance and fell. So the two boys, they were laughing very much when they saw that their little sister tried to walk, but she could not, and she fell down. At that time they were laughing very much.